Hello and welcome. Let's just take a moment to settle in. In this short guide, we're going to explore chakra balancing meditation, which is really just a practice to help harmonize your mind, your body, and your emotions. Let's begin by gently taking a slow, deep breath in and a long, soft breath out. So, can focus in your mind actually change your body? It's a pretty deep question, right? And it's really the core idea that we're going to unpack together. We'll look at how simple, focused attention can create real, tangible shifts in how we feel, both physically and emotionally. So, what is this practice really? Well, at its heart, it's a way of using your own attention as a kind of tool. By simply directing your focus to specific areas in your body, the idea is to create a sense of harmony that just ripples through your entire being, from your thoughts all the way to your nervous system. Now, this is where things get really fascinating. This isn't just an ancient idea. It actually bridges that wisdom with modern science. You see, the traditional locations for these chakras, well, they aren't random at all. They line up directly with really crucial parts of our anatomy. We're talking about major nerve hubs called plexuses, the endocrine glands that produce our hormones, and even the parasympathetic nervous system. That's the part of you that kicks in to help you rest and feel calm. Okay, so let's start this journey from the ground up, literally. We're going to begin with the lower chakras. These are all about our connection to the physical world around us and our sense of stability right here within it. These first three energy centers are the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. You can think of them as the bedrock of your personal experience. They govern your feelings of safety, your emotional world, and your sense of your own personal power. Let's break that down a little. The root chakra, right at the base of the spine, is our anchor. It's connected to our most basic survival instincts. Then you have the sacral chakra in the lower abdomen, which you can think of as the home of our emotions and creativity. And then the solar plexus in the upper abdomen is our center for personal power and confidence. For the root chakra, an affirmation like this one helps to activate that feeling of security. It's just a gentle reminder that you're stable, you're supported, and you're connected to the ground right beneath you. Scientifically, this kind of thought helps to calm the adrenal glands, which are the ones that control our fight or flight response. Now, moving up to the sacral chakra, this affirmation is all about encouraging a healthy flow of feeling and imagination. It's really about giving yourself permission to experience joy and to express yourself, just letting emotions move through you without any judgment. And for the solar plexus, this one is about reclaiming your own inner authority. It reinforces your self-worth and the belief that you have the ability to act and make choices in your own life. This center is also tied to what some people call our second brain in the gut, which influences our confidence and how decisive we feel. Okay, so now let's move up from that foundation to the middle chakras. These are so important because they act as a bridge connecting our own personal internal world with how we relate to everyone and everything around us. And here we find the heart and the throat chakras. These two centers are all about connection. Our connection to others through love and compassion, and our connection to our own truth through honest, authentic expression. So the heart chakra, located in the center of your chest, is our hub for love and empathy. It's scientifically linked to something called heart rate variability, which is basically a fancy way of saying there's a healthy rhythm and variation between your heartbeats. It's a key sign of emotional resilience. The throat chakra governs our communication and is physically connected to the vagus nerve, a major nerve that sends calming signals all throughout your body. This affirmation for the heart, it's a really powerful one. It's about nurturing a sense of emotional safety that allows us to connect with others more openly and maybe release some of the fear that can hold us back from both giving and receiving love. And for the throat chakra, this phrase encourages us to express ourselves authentically. It's a simple reminder that your perspective is valid and that you can share it in a way that feels both clear and calm. We're now moving up to the final part of our journey, the upper chakras. These centers are all about our intuition, our insight, and our sense of connection to something maybe a little larger than ourselves. So here, we explore the third eye and the crown chakras. These centers guide us from that outward expression we just talked about toward our own inner wisdom and a more expansive, universal perspective. It's all about seeing clearly and feeling deeply connected. The third eye, right there between the eyebrows, is our center for intuition and insight. In brain science, this area is linked to our attention networks and our ability to visualize things. The crown, at the very top of the head, is associated with those feelings of deep peace and the sense of being connected to life itself. This affirmation for the third eye is a gentle nudge to listen to that quiet, intuitive voice that we all have inside. It's about developing trust in your own perceptions and being able to cut through the noise to find clarity. And finally, for the crown chakra, this beautiful phrase evokes a sense of unity and deep tranquility. It's an acknowledgement of our place in the larger web of existence, and it helps to foster a deep, abiding sense of peace. So, we've journeyed through all 7 centers, from the ground all the way to the crown. But you might be wondering, how does simply focusing on these areas create a real physiological effect? Let's bring it all together and just look at how it actually works. The science behind this feeling of calm is actually pretty simple. As you can see here, it really just starts when you focus your attention inward and you pair that focus with slow, intentional breathing. That simple act sends a signal to your body to activate its natural relaxation response. And as a result, stress hormones like cortisol begin to reduce, and you start to find a state of harmony, a balance between your mind and your body. And this is the result. It's not magic, it's a direct process of using your own mind to guide your body into a state of equilibrium. And the outcome is a nervous system that feels calm, a mind that feels clear, and a body that feels deeply, deeply relaxed. And so we'll end with a question for you to gently reflect on. Whether it's a need for more grounding and safety, maybe clearer communication, or just a deeper sense of peace, consider where a little more balance could make the biggest difference in your own life. Thank you so much for joining me.